Hi, my name is Sugoroku and please call me Roku. In my last video, I was exploring Shikoku Karasto, where I experienced the breathtaking views from top of the mountains, both from Kochi and Ehime prefectures. In this video, from Kochi city, I drove down to Susaki city and explored there. I hope you enjoyed this video too. Okay, so I came back to this parking spot and I will drive down to the Susaki city later on Shimanto city and at the edge of Kochi, which is Cape Ashizuri, for the next few days. So I have just arrived at the Ryokan for tonight, but that is Ryokan, and I'm now in the Susaki city. So I'll be staying for one night here, and I will be stopping by at the temple where there is a huge tree, and actually I have already passed that place, so I will driving back to that place, and then after that I will go to Shimanto tomorrow. So it's a nice looking ryokan. Here is the entrance. Yep.
そうやったんやね言ってました。
So it's like a Japanese style tatami room, which is very well maintained, I guess, and have this how to say shoji on the outside. You can see. So here's the closet. Ooh. Oops! Wow. It's like hokumeal. It's like a senbei, rice cracker, and it's coated with sugar. Yep, that's for today. So I just had a conversation with the owner of Toda Ryokan, Mr. Toda. He's the second generation of this owner of this place, and then among the conversation that I had with him, he mentioned the tsunami that could, happen in this town. Since this area is like 5 meters above the sea level, and if the big earthquake happens, that could reach up to 10 meters. So, but he said that in the past few years, the city has built a place where people can evacuate to when the earthquake happens, tsunami happens, which is pretty close to this ryokan. And let me, it's this one. So this is like a 5 floors height, so it's be about 20-25 meters high building. This is solely built by probably a steel, and it doesn't have like how you say complete wall that blocks the wind, but this is here. It says that it is like a tsunami Shinan Shisetsu, which is like a facility to be built for evacuating tsunami from tsunami. So this now it's around 4 o'clock. So and it's open until 6 o'clock for just look inside. So I would like to explore a bit to go up to the top of this building. So visiting is allowed until 6 p.m. So in this kind of place, people can, sit, and I guess people can like just stay for a while until they get food. Probably they have food inside in this building, food and water. And then let's keep. So this is not. It says this is not a place for evacuation. I mean, like it's not the floor. You got to go up to the 5th and the 6th floor, which is 2-3 floors up. Yeah. So I was thinking about in my hometown, which is Hamamatsu City in Shizuoka Prefecture, where it has been said that the place where could have a big earthquake in Tokai area, which hasn't happened yet, but there's a potential of that. And if that happens, I'm not really sure if my parents know where to evacuate. I'm sure they do, but I personally don't know where, so I guess I need to check that out if I come back to my hometown. So then this is probably the 5th floor, and it's the 18.7 meters above the sea level. So you could feel wind pretty good. And those both sides so-called these storage, probably they keep like food and water inside, I imagine. Then let's go up to the top of it, the building. So it's like this. So it's like 21.7 meters above the sea level. So this isn't really about the place for like sleeping. I mean, people can sleep actually with sleeping bags, but it's not for that. But still, it's a nice place to evacuate temporarily. And then the owner said, since people here really care about the tsunami, so it's great to have this kind of place, he said. So here, that's where the helicopter can, land, and then so that people can maybe, for example, people injured, people want to, evacuate to a different place, they can get in the helicopter and then to go to a different place, I guess. And also you can see like the kind of like entire view of the city, which is nice to let's take a look. So he said if the earthquake big one happens, it's said to have only like 5 minutes until the tsunami will come to this area. As you can see, that's pretty close, obviously. So yeah, he was saying that if that happens, I have to go up to the second floor to wake up guests, and ask them to just come to this place. So yeah, that's what that's how I got to know about this place through talking with him, and it's always nice to get to know more about the city where you are visiting. So that's just the information I'm sharing. Okay, I came to this place, Soudayama Onsen Wa, recommended by a hotel owner, and he said it is a very good onsen, and you can stay here for as a hotel, but it's very expensive. So people come here just for taking the onsen. And I just drove about 20 minutes from the Ryokan tonight. Actually, I got misdirected by the map, so Google Maps. So it took me more than I thought. But anyway, I'm glad that I came. So I'm hoping to have a nice onsen here. And let's see, which way should I go? Onsen, yeah, be just this way. 宿泊者専用駐車にご案内いたします。This way? Wow, looks nice. Look. ここでいいのか? I don't know if this is right. Notes. Okay. Again. Wrong direction. Wow, it looks pretty nice actually. Wow. Alright. Just wow. just going up a hill. It looks like a small village actually. So it's one is a men's onsen. Wow. Hi. So I just took the onsen and then it was pretty good actually. So there were 3 types of onsen. One is inside and the other ones are outside. And then between those, from the inside to the outside, there was like a bridge that you can walk on, and feeling like you were actually inside walking into the forest because of having trees and plants, a lot of them beside on the both of the side. And if you pass through it, you see like the onsen, 2 of them. Those are actually not that hot, but like probably like the water, hot water is like kind of smooth, so that you get your skins kind of really silky after taking that. So that was great. And then the onsen inside was also not that hot actually. I kind of like the like the hot ones. So but the temperature wasn't as wasn't how to say the one I really like, but it was actually, it actually made me realize that if the temperature isn't that hot, you can kind of take time to be there and then relax longer time. So that was, yeah, in that sense I really liked it. So yeah, well, I'll try to explore more of these good onsens in Japan. This place also provides rooms for staying as well, with the price of about 30,000 yen for a night. But every room is installed with this Japanese cypress bath, so you might want to stay if you visit there. Okay, so it's the next morning. I'm now ready to leave, but actually I found a place for lunch. And this place, Susaki City, is famous for Nabeyaki Ramen, which literally means a stewed ramen. So it's like ramen in a pot, hot pot. So why not try that for lunch? And then I found a place that it's famous for the ramen near here. Like it takes about 10 minutes walk from here. So and then the lady in the hostel, the Ryokan, told me that I can still park there, the car in the parking lot until I get back here again. So, and then she said that there will be lines before the restaurant starts. Will start at 11, but now at 10 minutes to 10 o'clock. So I'll head there whenever earlier than the opening time. So I don't know if there's already lines there, but I try to see if I can get there in time and 11 o'clock. So, well, let's check it out. So it's a great day with sun, and I've just came to this area where there is a shotengai, a street with many stores. And yeah, since I don't know if it's because of Golden Week, which is like a Japanese long holidays and at the beginning of May, and many people travel inside the country and outside, but these days because of the yen is being too cheap, I guess people choose to travel internally inside the country. I guess more people compared to the other years. And I don't know if this looks nice. Susaki Tairyodo. Oh, it's opening. It's like it's a place, it's a market, and they're selling seafood. And yeah, the board says that there will be a lot of stuff and events that will be held. That's not what I'm looking for right now. 조조엔. 또? 조조엔. 엔니치 shotengai. So that's the mark says Ennichi shotengai. So Ennichi is like a day with a good fortune. So obviously there's not that many people, but I don't know, afternoon or around the noon, maybe there will be more people coming, and I don't know if I get to that restaurant for the Nabeyaki Ramen. Might already have people lining up, not really sure. Oh, here is a park, I guess, with many kids, and then there will be like events, and then oh wow, だるまとsusakiの魚。So this character I've seen many times after I get to this city. This is a mascot, like a character of this city, Susaki Tairyodo. Susaki Tairyodo. Probably that is, like designed based on some kind of sea creature, I guess. And there's actually another character that has become popular for the past few years, which is called 確かなんだっけなんだっけ I forgot, just forgot the name, but that character has been doing like really crazy stuff on YouTube and many social SNS sites, and he's got many followers, and that character pretty much resembles to that character that I just saw in here. So I don't know if that was stealing the idea or not, but anyway, so this character might be the original, I guess. I don't know, I'll check that later. But see here, you see a lot of like many Japanese style traditional buildings with wooden like a kawara, like what's that kawara, forgot how to say it, but it feels good, looks good. It's a pretty nice day to take a walk. So probably I don't think there will be so many people lining up at this time. So I'll probably get the number one to get into that restaurant, I guess. Oh, here's a cat. Hello. Hi. Hi. Yeah. I always try to, lower my body and eyesight, like view with the same height as the cat, so that I don't really have to give him a pressure. That way it doesn't scare them away. Oh, he's coming to see me. Hello. Yeah. Oh wow, used to people, I guess. Hi. No? Here's another one. Let's try to get close to them. Oops. As long as usually if you keep distance, they don't go away, I guess. So it must be around this area, and if you keep straight and then turn left, I should see that restaurant. It's not like a restaurant, it's called shokudo, so it means more like a cafeteria. Shimoto shokudo. I guess there's no one. So this one, Nabeyaki Ramen. Yeah, there is. It says that. Oh, this place. So I'll be just, staying here for a while, and then until this place will be open. So I've just found out that today this place is closing. The person who was waiting for opening told me that this is closed for today. So that's really sad. And I've just found out that there's another place near here, like 3 minutes walk, that is famous for Nabeyaki Ramen. So I can't give up on eating that. if I came here. So I'll just check out that place. So I've come to this another restaurant for Nabeyaki Ramen, but obviously there's many people already right now. There were, I've checked more than 20 groups before me, so I'm not really sure what time I can get inside and eat the ramen, but I don't know the other place for this one, so I'll wait until this gets opened. 사논. So this is the building I had passed by to go for lunch, and I came back on the way, and I stopped by there and I looked at the inside, and it was there was like a huge matsu, like a pine tree inside, and then that was very carefully designed everywhere, and I love the detail. And the food they serve is also using like local ingredients. And then I had one monaka, which I was using like the tosajiro anko, I guess, or red bean paste. Yeah, that was with vanilla ice cream, and it was very nice. And all the seats were, you can use like you can charge your phones, and then chair was cool, and then sofa. There was also like backside there was a sofa where you can sit and relax. And so this is probably the place if I'm living in here, I'll probably go here like every day. So yeah, I really recommend this place too if you have a chance to visit Susaki City. Okay, we'll go back to the Ryokan. Also, like going back to the Nabeyaki Ramen, sorry, I forgot to mention. So that was really good. I really liked it. Since it came with like hot pot, you know, the noodle is really hot actually, and then I think I kind of burned my tongue by eating that. But yeah, it was there was two flavors. Soy sauce was salt, and then the lady in the restaurant said that soy sauce is more popular, so I chose it. The noodle was a little bit hard, but I liked it more than soft ones, so I enjoyed it a lot. And after eating noodle, you can add the rice and make it as a, how do you say, okayu? なんだろう、雑炊. It's like you boil the soup with the rice, and then the rice gets softer, tastes softer, so that you also eat with raw egg and they stir it together. So that was, I liked that too as well. So that place was, I really recommend as well. So anyway, I came back. So I pretty much enjoyed Susaki City, even though I stayed here for one day. I found good places to visit. So if you have a chance, you might want to come and enjoy. From now on, I will stop by one more place to check out in this city, which is like a big tree in the temple. Probably it's about 10 minutes from here. Then I will go down to Shimanto River, which is popular for its transparency of the water in the city and the river. And then I will be camping actually for the today and tomorrow. So, well, let's see how it goes. Hi, so I drove about 15 minutes from the Ryokan I was staying at, and now you are already seeing this big tree. It's called Otani's Kampa tree. You know, the same Otani, you know, where you see like the baseball player from Japan, and using the same Chinese characters. And now this Kampa tree is said to have lived more than 1,300 years. And it must be the biggest tree in Shikoku area. And it said there was a boat explaining about this place. Let's get to that. And it said actually the circumference of the trunk is 25 meters, you know, so you can, and then the height is also like the 25 meters, so you can, you know, feel how big it is. And then there was actually a shrine here. Then I'm just passing through the tree and the gate, and then now I came to see the tree right in front of me. I will switch the angle to shoot it better. So it's the, you know, you can feel how big, how gigantic it is. Actually, I kind of got a feeling that there was also a tree. It was a camper that I saw in where was it? It wasn't in Tokushima area. It was called Kamono Okusu, which is Kamo's Kampa tree, and then that is also said to be more than 1,000 years. And then the impression that I got from that tree was a little bit bigger than this one actually. But you know, anyway, I mean this one here said that, you know, it has lived more than many more years, like about 300 years more. And then, you know, like this is saying that, you know, this is the biggest tree in Shikoku. So I mean, probably like maybe like the size would be like the same, I guess. Yeah, but anyway, it is incredible. And then this is surprising that it has also a long explanation about not only just about English, but also French, Korean, and Chinese. Probably there might have been a lot of people from those countries, since this has been designated as a national natural monument in Taisho 13 years, so which is like when is it? 1923. So just about 100 years ago, this was become some kind of, you know, a monument in this town. So so this said that, you know, you can see like inside. Oh, here is like it says it's a natural monument, Otani. And well, I really like the wrinkles that they got, and then you see like a hollow inside. So and then you also see like origami thing inside of it. I don't know if you can clearly see it, but so people actually came here making a wish for if they have a, you know, disease or something, wishing for their, you know, better health. And also if they have a baby, they came here to wish the growth of their child. So, you know, some kind of divinity. So inside the hole is said to have like a divinity of this tree. Wow, it's incredible. I really like seeing these trees, you know, like the ones that have lived many years. You know, it's not, we can't really compare like the lives of us and them, but you know, it's just astonishing, and makes us realize how small like the, you know, lives of human beings are like. But you know, here I guess should be okay to touch trees, I guess. So like this, you know, I'm feeling that I am kind of, you know, how to say, I hope to get some kind of energy or some kind of omaginai, なんていうの言った? Yeah, anyway, like a energy or luckiness to be able to a better person, or being able to live healthy. That's why I want to touch these great creatures. So if you have chance to get to Susaki City, this is not that too far from the station, I guess. If you walk, it's gonna take probably about an hour. But if you can drive, or if you can maybe take I don't know if there's a bus coming here, but if you like nature thing, I strongly recommend you visit. Okay, so I finished checking out this camper tree, but so driving down to the Shimanto River. But I was thinking of getting there like this afternoon, but like eating Nabeyaki Ramen took me more time than I thought. So it's probably on the map, Google Map, it says about 80 or 90 minutes to drive down there, but probably it will take, with this car, I guess it's going to take about 2 hours, so it will probably be about at 4 o'clock, And then I am thinking of buying like a tarp, which is like a roof for the tent for tonight's camping. So purpose of this tonight's camping is to just sleep outside, inside a tent. Even if I don't get rain, that's the minimum that I'm going to accomplish. So I am not thinking of cooking for tonight, and then just sleep inside a tent. Then tomorrow I will go into a different camping spot where I can cook for myself, and then there was but anyway, without buying stuff for cooking. So anyway, hopefully I get to the Shimanto area at around 4 o'clock, and then I still have time to buy the tarp for camping. So yep, I'll update later. Okay, so finally I arrived at the place where I will be staying at tonight, but it's not a camping spot. So it's a lot, and that you can see on my back behind me. So so it took me 4 hours driving down to this supposed to be Shimanto River city, but I arrived at Kuroshio city, which is between the Susaki city and the Shimanto River city. I was going to visit art event tomorrow, but I thought it will be held in Shimanto River city, but it wasn't actually, and it was actually near this Kuroshio city. So I decided to stop by this city tonight. And also it took me actually 4 hours, 2 hours more than I thought, to going down to these areas from Susaki city, because I didn't want to actually get on the highway because of this car, and but it is possible to use the highway, but I thought it's too dangerous, well, actually it's okay to drive like at the speed of 70 kilometers or 80 kilometers with this car, but I am just want to drive slowly, so I was hesitating to use that. But so that's why I kind of took a detour. But on the map, since I was using like the normal road, if you keep using that in the local area, some places the Google Map doesn't show the detail, so it took me to really a long time to figure out which way I should take. So I ended up taking 4 hours to go down to Kuroshio city and Shimanto River city. So anyway, and then tomorrow is so for that art event, which is featuring like a T-shirt and hanging along the river, so many T-shirts, and you can see that beautifully, which is kind of famous. I guess it's famous around this kind of place. So I got really interested in that, and I am thinking of seeing that during these holidays, Golden Week, which So this event will be held until 6th of this week, so until coming Monday. So I was still going to see that on the day, but I changed my plan to see that tomorrow. So I will be staying here for tonight, and then I will be updating about the art event that I will be seeing tomorrow. And later on, I will go visit the camping spots in like Shimanto river area. So please stay tuned. Bye bye.